हाय हेलो प्यारे बच्चों। हम लोग गणिता मंजारी की वीडियोस भी अब बनाने जा रहे हैं। हम पूरी बुक फॉलो करेंगे ऑन माय यूट्यूब चैनल। सो आई होप इट हेल्प्स यू अ लॉट। आई रिमेम्बर व्हेन लास्ट टाइम आई मेड सम वीडियोस ऑन नाइन्थ मैथ्स, 10th 11th 12th मैथ्स। सो टीचर्स की भी हेल्प हो रही थी, कोचिंग सेंटर्स की, सबकी हेल्प हो रही थी। इट्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, इट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू। बट वी आर स्टार्टिंग चैप्टर 2 एंड 3 विल डू फर्स्ट, क्योंकि मेरे स्कूल में वेर एवर आई टीच, students have chapter 2 and chapter 3 in exams. So it will help my kids first. So if it helps you as well, that's great. So let's start with it. Okay. So we are going to start with chapter number 2. So chapter 2 is one of my favorite chapters also, which is known as polynomial. So title of the chapter in Ganita Manjari is Introduction to Linear Polynomial. This is the title of the chapter that we'll be doing. I hope you can see the annotation, linear polynomial. In every video, we'll be keeping it shorter so that you can understand as much as possible within the span of 20 or 30 minutes. So first one, what we're going to talk about is we're going to have some introduction. हम थोड़ा सा intro करेंगे topic में. Second, we're going to do algebraic expression. Algebraic expression क्या होता है? Which we have done in 8th standard. But that's fine, I'm going to deal with it again. So terms, इसमें कुछ related terms होते हैं. Then we're going to talk about polynomial. क्या होता है? Then we're gonna talk about something known as types of polynomial. And then हम लोग डिग्री भी कर लेंगे, इसमें एक डिग्री भी टॉपिक होता है, तो डिग्री भी करेंगे हम लोग। ओके। एंड देन वी गोना टॉक अबाउट द एक्सरसाइज। तो इस वीडियो में हम इतना करेंगे, इससे ज्यादा नहीं करेंगे, एंड विल हैव ऑल द कंटेंट इन द चैप्टर्स स्लोली। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द इंट्रोडक्शन। Let's say, first of all, we are going to start with polynomials, sorry, algebraic expression. So algebraic expression, we have done this in class 8. What it is, let's understand. See, the best definition for algebraic expression is, first of all, for the definition, you should know what is a constant. Constant is like what is fixed in maths, right? If I say, let's say if there is there are students that I'm teaching class 9. So if I ask which class you are in, beta, which class you are in, they will all say ninth, ninth, ninth. They will say 9, 9, 9, everyone, because I'm teaching ninth standard, right? But if I ask uh, everyone's age now in the class, okay, everyone's age I'm asking now. So everyone's age is different, or maybe their whatever their height is different. So the height is varying person to person, student to student. That's why it's a variable. So fixed was the class example, the class ninth. Now this is fixed, constant. Now variable is, let's say, something that varies, right? Something that varies. For example, the height, or you may say age, whatever. So it varies. So it is changed. सबका अलग है, 5 feet किसी का, is 6 feet, सबका अलग है. That's variable. So when we take constant and variable and we combine it with a mathematical operation, let's say मैंने एक by the way variables सारे alphabets होते हैं, x, y, z, a, b, c, all of these are variables. Okay, let's say if I have something like this, 2x plus y. यहाँ पे what I have done over here, I have taken a constant, a variable, this is a constant, this is a variable, and I've combined them with a mathematical operation, that is addition, as well as multiplication. This is 2 times x. So whenever you take a variable and a constant, you combine them with mathematical operations, that is called algebraic expression. So let's write the definition now. What is the definition? It is combination. It is a combination of what? Of variables and constants using a mathematical operation. Mathematical operation. These are called binary operations, by the way, because they need two numbers to operate on, right? Plus, subtraction, multiplication, division. So you can say mathematical operation, binary operators, whatever you want. Okay, now, so this was an algebraic expression. What are algebraic expressions? Now, in your book, especially since it's a new book, we are trying to cover up everything, okay? Even if it has examples, we'll try to cover it up because anything can come in your exam. So let's start with this first example. This is example from your book, the first, second chapter. Okay, so let's read it out. Raju went to a shop where there were sealed boxes of different colors on sale. So there were two types of boxes, red and blue. Red boxes had 4 pens, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 5 pencils, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if Raju bought X red boxes, and Y blue boxes, how can he quickly figure out the total quantity of pens and pencils? Very easy. See, if I ask you that, let's say he bought 2 boxes of pens. So how many pens he must have bought? So you will do 2 into 4, that is 8. So you have multiplied. Same way, if it has 4 and then the number of boxes are x, so number of pens will be 4x. And if I ask about the pencils, it will be what? It will be 5 into y, that is 5y. So this is total pencils and total pen, right? Total pencils and pen. Now, total quantity we have figured. Also, if you got 3 extra pens free. Okay, so 3 extra pens are free. How many pen and pencil did he got together? So 3 are extra. So just add 3. Okay. So now let's see what the answer is telling us. Answer is also given in the book. Observe that X red boxes will have 4x pens. Yes, I already told you. Y blue boxes have 5 Y pencil. Very good. And 3 extra pens free. So the total is this. Now, इसी से हम बहुत चीजें clear out करने वाले हैं. ये जो चीजें होती हैं, these individual items are called terms along with the sign. अगर यहाँ पे कहीं भी तरीके से माइनस होता तो हम माइनस भी लेते टर्म्स में. So terms are what? Terms are individual identities in the expression. यहाँ पे terms क्या क्या हैं? With the sign will take positive sign. You don't write. It doesn't matter. These are the terms. Okay. Now after terms, there is something called coefficients. Coefficients is like कितनी बार आप वेरिएबल को मल्टीप्लाई करें. That is the best way to understand coefficient. Like 4x. तो x को मैं 4 times मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ. So coefficient. This is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. Many people call it numerical coefficient क्योंकि numerical value. 5 is the coefficient of y. Coefficient of y. What about 3? It's a constant term. Constant term. Because it doesn't have any variable, right? 3. So that is a constant term. Now, these x are also known as letter numbers, but the better word is variables. Variables. I hope these things are clear. Terms क्या होता है? By the way, अगर साइन होगा आप साइन के साथ लेंगे. जैसे मेरे पास 4x minus 5y plus 3 होता तो coefficient of y would have been minus 5. Okay, because you are multiplying that negative 5 times. Okay, so that is clear with us. Now let's move ahead with the next topic. Okay, we'll check over here. We have done the first example. Okay, now we are doing the second example. हम सारे example करने की कोशिश करेंगे. This is a very good way to do this chapter. कुछ भी हमें छोड़ना नहीं है. We're doing the second example. So this is the second example that we are going to discuss over here. Let's see. Okay, very beautiful. So a rectangular garden of length L meters and width W meters has to be fenced decorated. A wire fence is to be laid along the length costing 100 per meter, and wooden fence is to be built along the width costing 80 per meter. Special seats. Okay, let's see. See, what is the question first of all? क्या हो रहा है कि यहाँ पे आप डायग्राम में भी देख पा रहे हैं, लेंथ के अबाउट मैं वायर फेंसिंग कर रहा हूँ और ब्रेथ के अबाउट मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, वुडन फेंसिंग कर रहा हूँ. कॉस्ट क्या है मेरा ये, इसको आपने एल बोल रखा है, इसको डब्ल्यू बोल रखा है, लेट्स से. ओके, सो हमारा लेंथ क्या है, हमारा लेंथ है एल. ओके, एंड माय ब्रेथ इज, ब्रेथ को आप कभी कभार विथ भी बोलते हैं, इसलिए इन्होंने विथ को डब्ल्यू से दिखा है. ओके, विथ. नाउ द कॉस्ट ऑफ फेंसिंग वायरिंग अलोंग द लेंथ इज 100. सो कॉस्ट फॉर लेंथ, अगर 1 मीटर का 100 है तो एल मीटर का कितना होगा, 100 एल. अगर 1 मीटर का वुडन है 80 रुपीज तो डब्ल्यू मीटर का कितना होगा, कॉस्ट फॉर विथ, इट विल बी 80 डब्ल्यू. सो ये तो आपका कॉस्ट आ रहा है लेंथ का या विथ का. और भी कुछ है, स्पेशल सीड्स हैव बीन सोन थ्रू आउट द गार्डन व्हिच विल कॉस्ट इतना पर मीटर स्क्वायर. अगर स्क्वायर मीटर है मतलब एरिया की बात हो रही है. और दिस इज अ रेक्टेंगल, सो एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल क्या होता है हमारा, एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल हमारा लेंथ इंटू ब्रेथ और लेंथ इंटू विथ. सो यू कैन से एल डब्ल्यू. नाउ कॉस्ट इज 50 पर मीटर स्क्वायर. सो अगर आपको इसके लिए कॉस्ट निकालना है, कॉस्ट फॉर सीड विल बी, यू विल मल्टीप्लाई दिस बाय 50. And since they will be asking a total cost, so total के लिए आप तीनों cost को add कर दें. Just add them up. So total cost will be 100L plus 80W plus 50LW. And ये हमारा question done. Okay, so this is the second example that we have done. Now let's move ahead to the topic which is known as our polynomial. अब हम समझेंगे polynomial क्या होता है. पॉलिनोमियल सबसे पहले डेफिनेशन में देता हूं, उसको समझाते हैं. पॉलिनोमियल इज एन algebraic expression in which the power power of a variable is a whole number. बुक्स में कभी कभार होल नंबर की जगह बोलते हैं नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स। बात है कि अभी मैं समझाता हूँ नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स। सो इंटीजर्स आपने पढ़ा हो, -3 यहां से आ रहा है, कोई -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5। By the way, these are called positive integers, these are called negative integers. Zero is neither positive nor negative, you know that. But there is another interesting term. अगर जीरो के साथ आप इन पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स को लेते हैं तो इनको नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स कहते हैं। यस, so non-negative integers and the whole numbers are the same thing, right? And these are called negative integers. So that's why the name is non-negative for the rest. So zero से start वाले को whole number भी कहेंगे और non-negative भी कहेंगे। अब हम polynomial समझते हैं examples के साथ। Let's say I gave you 2x square plus 3x cube plus 7। अगर आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे वेरिएबल्स की पावर इज अ होल नंबर, 2 and 3 इज अ होल नंबर, सो इट इज अ पॉलिनोमियल। लेट्स से इफ आई गिव यू 2 बाय x प्लस 7y। अगर यहाँ पे देखेंगे आपको लगेगा कि पावर 1 1 है, कोई पावर नहीं तो 1 होती है, आप कहेंगे पॉलिनोमियल पावर 1 1 नहीं। अगर आप देखेंगे दिस कैन बी रिटन एज 2x की पावर -1 प्लस 7y, सो पावर इज अ नेगेटिव नंबर। If it is a negative number, it is not a whole number. That means not a polynomial. So please simplify it first. Similar, it goes for this fashion. Let's say we have 2 root x plus 7y square. This is a whole number, but if I say this is a fraction. So fraction is not allowed. This is also not a polynomial. So जब भी आपका जो algebraic expression के अंदर पावर नेगेटिव हो रही है या फिर आपको स्क्वायर रूट मिल रहा है, whatever cases are going on which are not whole number, it is never a polynomial. That's why अगर power of variable is a whole number, तभी वो हमारा क्या होगा, पॉलिनोमियल होगा। आई होप दैट इज क्लियर। अब आगे बात करते हैं, डिग्री की बात करते हैं। ओके, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट डिग्री। डिग्री इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक। डिग्री मींस द हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ वेरिएबल, हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ वेरिएबल, पावर ऑफ वेरिएबल। It is a very interesting topic that we can go in a certain detail, but right now in ninth standard will not। zeros होते हैं, solutions होते हैं, वो सब हम बात कर सकते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे नहीं, 10th क्लास में बात करेंगे। Okay, so सबसे पहले we'll talk about example के साथ। Let's say I have this. So if we'll see, the highest power variable is 3। That's why the degree of this polynomial, by the way, one interesting thing, आप बार बार क्या ऐसे लिखते जाएंगे कि डिग्री ऑफ 2x³ प्लस 2x² इज दिस इज 3? नो, बेटर वे इज टू डिनोट इट बाय विद सम स्टफ, राइट? सो वी आर गोइंग टू नोटेट इट बाय दिस। इसको कैसे पढ़ते हैं? पॉलिनोमियल वेरिएबल x, लेट्स से मैंने आपको दिया ये, so this will be read as polynomial in variable y. Okay, so this is a notation for the polynomial ताकि हमें बार बार पूरा ना लिखना पड़े। So same thing I'm gonna do over here. This is px, let's say. So degree of px is 3, right? Very interesting. Let's say if I give it 2x square plus 7. So here the highest power is what? Degree of px, let's say polynomial variable x, is will be 2. What if I give you 2 only? What is the degree now? Very interesting. First, let's say 2x. Okay, let's say this one. So now there is no power, that means there is 1. So degree is 1. Now, if I ask you what is the degree of this 2? What is the degree of 2? See, here the variable is present, but it's not visible to many. Actually, here x raised to power 0 is there, or to y raised to power 0, whatever you want to say, any variable you want to see. So anything raised to power 0 is 1, and that's why the question didn't change, and we can say that it is 2x raised to power 0. So that means the degree of this is 0. Degree of px right over here is 0. Please understand, all the constants have a degree 0. सारे कांस्टेंट्स की डिग्री 0 होती है, सारे कांस्टेंट्स की डिग्री 0 होती है। डिग्री ऑफ कांस्टेंट्स आर 0। बाय द वे, another interesting thing is all of them are called constant polynomials. If anyone asks you what is a constant polynomial, the constants are called constant polynomial and degree is 0. Now very interesting question comes in the mind that what is the degree of 0? 0 की डिग्री क्या होगी? So if I go for 0, can I write it as x raised to power 0? Yes, I can. 0 into 1, that is 0. Again, I'm getting 0. Can I write 0 x raised to power 1? Can I? Okay. So x raised to power 1, again I'm getting the 0. So I can write it like that. Can I write x raised to power 2? 0 into x raised to power 2. So I got what? I got again 0. So that means question is not changing. I can have anything over here, any degree over here. It's not defined what power we should have. So that means that the power, the degree is not defined. Degree of 0 is not defined. Not defined. Just like the constants used to be called constant polynomial, the zeros are called zero polynomial. Zero is called zero polynomial. So if anyone asks you what is the degree of zero polynomial, it's not defined. We cannot predict it. The reason is right over here. Okay, so we have understood this degree. Degree हमने बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा. मैं इसके ग्राफ्स में भी जा सकता हूँ, बहुत सारे stuff we can do, लेकिन we will do later. Okay, अभी we are just doing the intro part for the first exercise. Okay, now we are going to just go ahead with the types of polynomial. Types of polynomial. There are two bases to categorize the types of polynomials. One is on the basis of degree that we just studied. One is on the basis of number of terms. अगर आपकी डिग्री लेट्स से 1 है, कोई भी मैंने आपको बोला ये, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं डिग्री 1 है. अगर डिग्री 1 होगी तो उसको कहेंगे हम लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल, द टाइटल ऑफ द चैप्टर बाय द वे. Okay. If the degree is 2, let's say if I give it 2x squared plus 7x, something like that, the degree is 2 right over here. So we'll call it quadratic polynomial. What if the degree is 3? If the degree is 3, let's say, I will have this, let's say. So it is called cubic polynomial. Degree is 4 bi-quadratic, but अभी हम सब में नहीं जा रहे हैं, okay? So we are going to do this much only, that is fine. So degree, if degree is 1, this, degree is 2, this, degree is 3, this. Okay, now let's talk about on the basis of number of terms. Number of terms. By the way, इसके graphs भी होते हैं, वो हम बाद में बात करेंगे, okay? अभी आपको बस इतना knowledge होना चाहिए. Number of terms. Number of terms अगर मैं आपसे बोलूं, अगर एक ही टर्म है, पहले मैं इसको एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज से लिंक करना चाहता हूँ, बचपन से, हमारे बचपन से लिंक करना चाहता हूँ. Maybe you have gone to a circus, okay? You have seen that chair, the chair that a joker slides on and do this, right? So it is called monocycle. इसको monocycle, unicycle भी कहते हैं. If I have, I was a kid, I always wanted a gear wala cycle. It used to be called bicycle, right? Then when you were a cute little kiddo, remember there used to be three tires in it and it used to be called tricycle. Same goes for our polynomial. If there is one term only, let's say there is only one term in the polynomial, it is called monomial. Mono means one. I hope you are getting now. If I have two terms, let's say in a polynomial, it has two terms, it is called binomial. And that's a binomial. If it has three terms, let's say 2x plus y plus z, so it is called trinomial. Interesting. So tri means 3, bi means 2, and mono means 1. So this is the types of polynomial, a beautiful flow chart. I hope you have understood that also. Now, let's move on to the exercise. We are capable to do exercise now. The first exercise we are going to do finally. Okay. So 2.1. Find the degree of the following polynomial. पहले वाले की degree highest power देखो 2 है. So degree is 2. यहाँ पे highest power is 3. So degree is 3. यहाँ पे कोई power नहीं है. This is a constant. So degree is 0. Okay. यहाँ पे power 1 है. तो degree is 1. So that's done. Write polynomials of degree 1, 2 and 3. So we can. एक पॉलिनोमियल बना दो डिग्री 1 का, बन गया. एक बना दो पॉलिनोमियल डिग्री 2 का, सो ऐसे ही लिख दो, ये भी डिग्री 2 है. एक पॉलिनोमियल डिग्री 3 का, यही लिख दो, हो गया, खत्म. ओके. व्हाट आर द कोफिशिएंट्स ऑफ x स्क्वायर x क्यूब? ओ, ने कोफिशिएंट नहीं समझा. कोफिशिएंट क्या होता है? देखिए कोफिशिएंट, आई थिंक आई डिड टेल यू इन द बिगिनिंग, बट स्टिल आई विल रिपीट इट. Coefficient is how many times you are multiplying that variable, whatever is being asked. If you'll see x square को I am multiplying plus 6 times. So coefficient of x square is 6 plus लिखे ना लिखे, लेकिन minus लिखना बहुत जरूरी है. Plus यहाँ पे automatically implied है. Okay. If I talk about x cube is right over here. The multiply is -3. So coefficient of x cube is -3. And we are done. That is the coefficient. Let's go ahead with the next two questions because the first exercise I think has 5 questions maybe. There we go. Yes, it has 5. Okay. So question number 4. What is the coefficient of z in the polynomial? Z है ही नहीं यहाँ पे, और z अगर है ही नहीं यहाँ पे तो coefficient 0 होगा. जैसे z यहाँ पे मान लो छुपा हुआ है, ऐसे 0 into z 0, तो छुपा हुआ है तो coefficient 0 होगा. So coefficient of z is 0. I hope that is clear. What is the constant term? Constant मतलब जिसमें variable ना हो. It is -10. Be very careful. It is not 10, it is -10. So constant term is -10. And we have finished the first exercise. The first part of the video is done. I hope you liked it. Let's see you in the next session then. Thank you. Sayonara.